Hi, class 5. How are you doing? I hope you all are good, doing good. How was your week? Today's Friday weekend. Very happy. Going to be holiday. Holidays, total holiday, isn't it? So we are all in this holiday mood. But still, we have to study, isn't it? So don't worry, everything is going to be fine. We'll take care of it. And last time I did with you was the paint box, right? So we were on page 31 and then we came to the question, what is being described in line 5 and 8? Listen carefully. Which is line 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had no red wounds and blood. I had 5, 6, 7, 8. I had no red wounds and blood. I had no black for orphan child. I had no white for the faces of the dead. I had no yellow for burning sands. Here the poet is trying to describe in his painting that he is not using the colors of sorrow, of hurt, of scareness, or of the terror which is happening in the war in Israel. He is not using those colors which red shows for wounds or black for an orphan child whose father and mother is died, no white faces of the dead, and no yellow for burning sands. He is not trying to predict war. He is not trying to show the war here. He is trying to show peace and love, and peace and love. What is there? We should all stay together. That's what he's trying to show in his drawing. Now you'll write it in your own words. No matter if it's wrong or right, when I come, I'll check it for you. Do you think the poet lives in a peaceful part of the world? Give reasons for your answer. No, he's from Israel. So Israel is not a peaceful part of the world. It is a very dangerous part of the world where there is always war going on. Okay? And it's happening since long time in Israel. What do you think the poem is about? The poem is about this poet, Tali Shurek. He's going through this trauma, if you're understanding this tension of war. He doesn't want to be a victim of it. He doesn't want to be a part of this, war thing. He doesn't want his parents to die. He doesn't want people to get hurt. He doesn't want fire and bombing everywhere. He's wanting peace and love. So that's what he's wanting in this poem. Okay. And this poem is all about peace. He's trying to show that why don't people love each other instead of fighting and having wars. Okay. Why do you think that the narrator is the poet here, Tali Shurek. Why do you think that Tali Shurek says that he does not have the colors red, black and white and yellow? A, he forgot to use those colors. Those colors are very dull. C, these colors represent sad things about war which the poet does not like. Number C is the answer. We will tick C. Find a word or phrase in the poem which means the same as injuries. Okay. Not having a mother and father is orphaned, I had told you earlier. Flowers are buds, new plants are blooms. Green for buds are for flowers and blooms are the plants, and one is for orphaned and one is for injuries is wounds, wounds. Okay, that is done. Find two words in the poem that rhyme, that have that synchronization. Well, it will be each color glowing with delight. I had a paint box with colors warm, cool and bright. Okay, this is the one which is rhyming. Can you think of some colors that do not appear in the poem? What are the colors? Black, red, yellow, These are the colors he's not using in the poem, in this poem, because he doesn't want because these colors represent sad things about war, and which Tali Shurek does not like. Okay, so this is all done here. And I told you to do this on yourself. See the picture and see if you can do anything. It's not hard and fast rule that you have to try it. Mistakes do happen. Let mistakes happen and we'll take care of that. So you don't have to worry. Okay. So we'll come to the why girl. Question mark. Why? It is written by Maheshwata Devi. And I had told you that Maheshwata Devi was a social activist in 1926, born in 1926, and a writer. Her stories are based on real people she has met, especially in Eastern India. Okay, so this is going to be a true story type of thing which we are going to go through, and let's see what happens with it. Okay, but why? Okay, first starting of the lesson, it says, what would you do if you couldn't go to school? Share your ideas with the class. That we'll share when we meet. What are the best things about going to school? Name 3. My one is I get new friends. Second is I get to learn. Third is I learn discipline. Then is self-confidence. Then is I get self-motivated. I get strength in learning. I learn new things. I come to know new people, new languages. I learn to know about life. I learn to know how to become a good human being. These are my type of things. I hope you will be having the same. But why? The girl was small, about 10 years old. She was chasing a large snake. I ran after her and dragged her back by her pigtails and shouted, "No, Moina, no." 10-year-old girl, small kid, running at the back of a snake, running to pull off a back of a snake. And pigtails are those pleats which small girls have. They are called pigtails. It's like a pigtail, small hair, that too with a rubber band. She caught her by the hair, and who's caught her by the hair we don't know yet, but I'll tell you it must be Maheshwata Devi because she is writing the story. "No, Moina, no." Why, she asked. She asked why. It's not a grass snake nor a rat snake, it's a cobra. Why shouldn't I catch a cobra? Why should you? We eat snakes, you know. The head you chop off, the skin you sell, the meat you cook. Not this time. I will. No, child. But why? I dragged her back to the Samiti office where Moina's mother, Khiri, was weaving a basket. "Come, rest a little," I said. Again she is saying, why? I guess this is a tribal area, tribal place where tribals do eat snakes. I was in a factory as an assistant GM in a jungle area where we used to have iron ore and pig iron used to be made there, sponge iron. And laborers, there were tribal laborers, they used to eat snake. I've seen them catch snakes, and cut off their head, skin it up and cook it. Once I ate with them also, it tastes like fish. So it is good, not bad. But I guess I've never tasted a cobra. That was a frog snake actually, which they said a yellow color snake which glides very fast. So this is so the lady is telling, and whoever the editor, the author is saying that don't catch this snake. This is not a normal snake. It's not a rat eating snake or a frog snake, It's not a grass snake that is going to eat rats or something. This is a cobra. Cobra, if it bites you 9 seconds, you will die. I guess later than that you might die, but you will die if it's not if it bites you properly. Then she's saying, why shouldn't I catch a cobra? She's always having the question mark. It's good, questioning attitude you should have, but not everywhere. Then that gets irritating when no one listens to you. That's because schooling is not there. Training is not being given. You want to do whatever, you're in the rough type life, I am the boss, my life, my rules. It's not like that. He said, we eat snakes, we chop off the head, we sell the skin, and we cook the meat. Then that whoever is there holding us said, no, not this time. There's one lady running at the back, you see. No, not this time. I will. She says, no child, don't do it. But why? Then she dragged her and took her to the Samiti office, where her mother is working on, her mother Khiri was weaving a basket. So tribals, they have weaving baskets, stitching clothes, and selling them in the market, or making leaf plates and all. That's what their source of Samiti office, where a corporation type, where the people work together, or they're making BDs. They have so many things to make. Come rest a little, I said. That lady is telling her, come rest a little, sit down with me. Again she's saying, why? Why not? Aren't you tired? Every why has got a why, and this lady is also, the author is also saying why to her. Why? You are not tired? Why not? Aren't you tired? Moina shook her head. Who will bring the Babu's goats home and collect firewood and fetch water and lay traps for the birds? Khiri said, don't forget to thank the Babu for the rice he sent. Why? Didn't I have to sweep the cowshed and do 1,000 jobs for him? Did he thank me? Why should I thank him? Very good. For her type of thinking, that is absolutely correct. I'll come back in the next video.